Workers harvest squash in a Florida field. This crew can pick and pack 3,500 boxes a day.
This is a zucchini squash. We have
Richard Bowman's farm operates 3 of these so-called mule trains.
We name them after presidents. We've got a Washington, a Lincoln, and a Trump. This is Trump 45 right here.
Bowman harvests his crops during Florida's warm winter months when it's too cold elsewhere in the U.S. It puts him in direct competition with Mexico, which has the same growing season, but much lower wages.
If they were working in Mexico, they would be making $8 to $10 a day. The average person out here working today will probably make $15, $18 an hour.
Florida's farm industry says Mexico's lower wages and government subsidies mean its farmers can flood the U.S. with cheaper produce. And it's tariff-free under the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA. In recent years, fruit and vegetable imports from Mexico have surpassed Florida's production.
Many growers of Florida's seasonal produce say NAFTA put them at a competitive disadvantage against their Mexican counterparts. Now they say the new trade deal negotiated by the Trump administration doesn't go far enough in leveling the playing field.
We didn't get anything out of the deal to speak of for the veg industry. The Florida market's been decimated by unfair labor practices and dumping.
The Florida Fruit and Vegetable Association had pushed for ways for Florida farmers to file trade complaints under a renegotiated agreement, but it failed.
It wasn't what we had worked for. Growers are not allowed to bring a trade case when they feel dumping is occurring on a regional basis and on a seasonal basis.
But overall, U.S. farm exports from regions unaffected by seasonal competition have surged since NAFTA was signed 25 years ago. And despite Florida's protests, many farmers welcome the new trade deal for preserving NAFTA's benefits.
By and large, it's been a good deal for us. Competition makes us better. It keeps us being productive. It keeps us being efficient.
You're getting a lot of large out of here.
Bowman agrees competition will benefit his industry long term, but he says Florida farmers like him need short-term help to keep farms afloat. Steve Moore, TRT World, Delray Beach, Florida.